You're listening to the Two Moms Zero Fucks podcast.
Yeah, you heard that right.
With Brooke
And Jen.
Earmuff the kids.
And buckle up because this is not your mama's podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back, mother truckers.
Happy New Year.
Happy almost
air.
New Year, or well, this will hopefully air around New Year's. I don't know about you, but I was one of those people who was like, I'll make New Year's resolutions. And then my New Year's resolutions turned into, I'm going to have a word of the year. And now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm not doing it at all.
I mean, I'm just perfect.
As we all know.
As we all know, I'm perfect. No, I'm just kidding. But I think that as humans that just tend to focus on evolving all year round when it comes to New Year's. I don't want to brag, but I don't need a particular month to feel like shit about the year that passed and like the things that I need to do to improve myself.
Yeah.
So, New Year's resolutions are a no for me too.
I think
there's always getting better and evolving.
Yeah, I think it's just like
making changes, but that's constant. I don't think that like one day out of the year, like when does everyone check back in to these resolutions?
Well,
like, do you have like 3-week check-in?
They don't, and that's why like I think they said like 90% of resolutions get abandoned. 90%, like
no
that's higher
there.
than the divorce rate.
Yeah, why would you want to participate in something with such an epic failure rate?
Why are you divorcing yourself? You know,
totally.
So I think for me, like the new year never feels like a new year. It never feels like a fresh start. It's just like a new number to the date.
Yeah.
But like I understand there's like excitement, there's a lot of hope, there's a lot of optimism with a new year. Yeah. It's like it's a very traditional thing, but it's a very arbitrary tradition for me. Like it's just not necessary.
But I do appreciate it for those reasons, you know, like rounding out the close of the year with like such a special holiday time where people get to be together and there's so much giving and it's supposed to be like jolly and light and happy. And then that's how you're closing your year and starting a new one. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm big on traditions. I like the feeling of nostalgia that comes behind the whole New Year's.
Same.
Like the waiting for the ball drop for me. Like
may old acquaintance.
I'm not singing. Be forgotten. I
if
feel like
Lisa Barlow can do it, we can do it.
What is she saying? The manger or something?
She actually
the manger.
Away in a manger. She gets like really down.
Like she really tries. I think maybe her New Year's resolution should be to take vocal coaching classes.
You know what? No, there's a New Year's resolution for you. Like I aspire to like be confident enough to do anything like she does that, knowing that she fucking sucks.
I don't think she does know that she sucks. That's the problem.
I don't think that that's a problem. I think that she exists in her own reality, and
she absolutely does. Salt Lake City reality. I think last year going through, or the year before, 2 years ago, like when I was finally on my own in my divorce, I was like, I'm coming from a place of yes. And I did. But I also said no to a lot of things. But I think my whole thing, like I just wanted to experience.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with setting a New Year's resolution, but I think most people either set too many resolutions or they set resolutions that are too high.
I have something to say about that because of what you just said. So I think that the problem with resolutions is that like you just said, I said I was going to say yes. I said a lot of no. Like I think people put too much like pressure around like, or a box around the yes or like the whatever I'm going to do. And like that's where the failure comes from, right? Because it's not.
Well, they're not connected to like, okay, so I want to get fit.
Yeah.
That's a very vague, like, why?
Right.
So in sales, we talk about like the why. Mm-hmm. What's your why? What's your why for wanting to be successful? It's the same thing in a resolution or any type of goal. Like, why do you want to lose weight? Like, why you don't feel good about yourself? So how does that feel for you? Like getting down to the nitty gritty of that and like feeling it.
I wish we could reverse the whole like, do you have a statistic on the most popular resolution? Like, is it losing weight?
It was losing weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, why? Like,
it was weight and finances.
Okay. Like again,
like
I don't need
after
the first
the
day of the
holidays.
month to know that like I need fucking money to live. or like to know that
My
like
health.
you need your health, and your health is nothing. I mean, your wealth is nothing if you don't have your
Right.
health.
Right.
So
And you can start at any point. Like you don't have
I
to
start
wait.
over all the time. I think
I
that that's
know.
the other point, right? Like resolutions, like how many times do we like say, and like we're friends, so we obviously have these conversations
Yeah.
with each other often too. I'm gonna work out every day this week, or like I am like real. I'm giving up shit. Like I was eating like a lot of candy last week or something. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Like you get a chance to start over every single
Well,
day.
you also have a hormonal cycle that you can't control, and like when you want chocolate, eat the chocolate, but like
it's
try
balance.
to
Well, if you don't do it all the time, then like yeah.
But I think that's where I'm saying like the New Year's resolutions are arbitrary because you can set goals at any point.
Yeah.
So for me, being the person that like hates bandwagoning, and we've talked about this so much, I'm like, you know, I had the tendency to set excuses for myself too. So I haven't been in the gym since Thanksgiving, which
Yeah.
I go to the gym every single day.
Yeah.
That's been a non-negotiable for me. But I'm also like, I need rest.
Yeah.
And I need to honor my energy and my
And your
like,
time.
I'm
Like,
fucking exhausted.
the prioritizing of your time.
And
you know?
and you know, there's a level of being gentle with myself, but also being like complacent.
Abusive.
Yeah.
Abusive
Like
towards that.
you're worthless. You didn't go to the gym today. You're lazy, so you might as well lay on the couch and
Yeah.
work from the couch. And I've been doing that a lot, but I'm also really fucking tired. So, one of the things for me is like, all right, my goal is like, I'm going to get back in the gym. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself because I feel like, especially when people put pressure on themselves for their goals, they like hit a wall and they stop. And that's where it makes it feel like it's an obligation. That's where it makes it feel like it's a chore. But what it really is just reestablishing and reconnecting with better habits. And I think most of the time, especially with New Year's resolutions, people are not, it sounds so great and you're like hyped up on the energy and, you know, the tradition of it
Yeah.
that you're not willing to really do the work. And that's why
Yeah.
they fail.
So that's a no from me.
What's the weirdest New Year's resolution you've ever had?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really been into resolutions. I mean, I probably have, but as everyone knows, I smoke a lot of weed and I forget things. The one thing about me is I'm going to forget.
Forgot where I put my kids.
You know, like I call it being present.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I think overall, like the feel of my 2024 is just.
I'm sure I made some stupid fucking ones as a teenager, just like all of my
Yeah,
decisions.
I don't
back then.
even remember making them as kids.
I probably did. I probably thought it was like some kind of cool thing to do.
I was probably like, I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
I was that kid.
Focus on being happy.
I'm gonna get good grades, and not skip class.
I don't think I ever said that.
I didn't. I didn't start
Were
skipping
you a good
school.
teenager?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. My mom will say otherwise. I went through
Brooke's like I didn't get pregnant or anything.
No, oh, there were just a couple
I
of
mean-
pregnancy tests when I was a teenager. But I was always so worried about my parents being disappointed in me. But I went through a rebellious phase. I pierced my tongue behind my parents' back. I was a competitive cheerleader, so that's where a lot of my my time went. But it wasn't until like I started having problems with Corey and my parents hated him that I was like, fuck them, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And he was in the military, so that's when I pierced my tongue. I skipped school a couple of times, got caught. I was in my cheerleading uniform and sitting at the apartments across the street, and one of the teachers walked out and she's like, yep. She didn't even know me. I don't even know how the hell she found out who I was, but like she's like, there was a cheerleader skipping school and her friends were smoking cigarettes, but I didn't really do anything bad. I would go downtown here a lot and go to the clubs when I was 15.
The clubs.
The clubs. And like what was late for us was like 10:30. So there was like no one in the clubs. And we would drink, take some shots. We would dance. I remember one night I took a half a Xanax. My friend gave it to me. She
Not
got
a party drug.
no, not a party drug. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. No. And she's like, just do it. It's fine. I took a half. Like I got it from some girl in the
It's
bathroom.
not ecstasy, girl. Like
So that's
it's not a
the
fucking
thing.
group activity.
So I end up like taking it. And I don't even remember getting into this person's car. Like all of my girlfriends were in the car, drove us home. And then I woke up and all of our parents were standing around us. I was like, what the fuck? I just remember being like, I'm just really tired.
Yeah, duh.
And then my sister went around telling everyone I did ecstasy. I've never done ecstasy in my life.
I've never had multiple partners in my entire life.
I've never had multiple partners. I've never had multiple partners. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution.
I don't know. Do you think
Sounds like a job?
Yeah. Do you think that people are moving more towards not making resolutions though, and just like making small improvements, like with social media and like self-help and all of this, like, and quotes and like all of these healthy habit things? Like, am I the only one? Like, is this my algorithm that I'm talking about, or like does everybody see?
Well, you saw my algorithm. I don't know what the fuck is in that. I saw some like vampire kid on my.
I guess yours is a little different.
My algorithm,
but in an age of like all of this like self-help availability and access.
I mean, I hope people buy more courses, and I hope people buy coaching sessions.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can't go wrong. But what I'm saying is like, you don't need New Year's to do that. So start now, like invest in yourself now. I think anytime someone wants to invest in themselves to be the best possible version of themselves, that's great. And I think everybody needs to change their algorithm. So start following more healthy accounts, follow those things. But I think the thing that irks me is I see, my algorithm is a lot of influencers and shopping. So I see a lot of like clothing stuff on there. I also see a lot of mom stuff and recipes. Mm-hmm. So that's like my algorithm.
Yeah.
Andrew's algorithm is
tits,
girls with big boobs and
tits.
Fitness models. And I'm like, that is not
Colombians.
me. Yeah. These fucking Colombian asses. That's my New Year's resolution, to get a Colombian ass. I used to have a nice butt, but I don't know what happened. Anyways, it's called weight loss. I think there's a whole bandwagoning thing. Like, so people aren't using the New Year's resolution as a betterment for themselves. They're using it as a platform to boost their algorithm. And that's what aggravates me.
Oy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, look how great I am. This is my New Year's resolution. Or like, purchase this from me. And it's just like,
that's annoying.
Can we not capitalize on something? Like, we're all for e-commerce and making money online.
No,
but like,
that's like,
no, I want the world to calm the fuck down.
Well, everything is in like this, like,
they need this candle. It's 420 somewhere.
Okay.
They just need to, oh, the candle smells so good. Bamboo forest. Yes, please.
Something else that we had was bamboo forest. Is the zero fucks?
I think so.
My last fuck is on fire.
I just keep putting my finger in the candle wax and just.
I think it is. We actually.
I love this.
Those are back on the merch site.
Yeah, but I think.
So what should I do then? Like, if everybody should change their algorithm, and mine is already perfect,
then you just keep trucking in a forward momentum. Then should I just keep
moving in the direction that I am going in?
Well, maybe you can see how I
could add a little like of your spice. Perfection. I don't know.
You're like, no, I'm not. I don't need to help anybody.
I don't. I have enough.
I have no desire.
I want to help the people that are closest to me.
Yeah, well, you help me all the time because I call her like
Tucker.
Oh, did you hear that Tucker Carlson created his own network?
No,
it's the TCN, Tucker Carlson Network.
Wow, I like it.
I don't know where you can get it, but like,
but you will.
Well, and good for him for not waiting to New Year's to do it, to launch it. Like, it's fucking December 12th.
We're good for us for launching fucking 30 days before a holiday.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you should wait. If there's something you want, like, go ahead and do it. Get it done. If you want to be a better mom.
There's a girl that I follow. She is not an influencer, but she's like a nutritional coach. Mm-hmm. I know her through Modere, actually. And she, in the beginning of the month, got on her platform and was promoting people starting like small, like little micro habits, like daily now, so that like when you do like that, the whole idea of like, I'm gonna like accepting the fact that you're gonna overindulge over the next couple of weeks, and just like sit with it and be like, all right, then every diet starts January 1st.
I know.
Sure, Jan. Start now.
My
like, watch what you're eating now.
And I had this like joke a couple Thanksgivings ago. It was before they got married, and she's like, diet starts January 1st. So every time like we're not feeling good, I look at her, I'm like, January 1st. She's like, January 1st.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, I definitely agree. I think starting to implement, like looking back and reflecting, I think is really important on your 2023. So what were the highs? What were the lows? What were the roses? What were the thorns? And like admitting to yourself what you did wrong and where you can do better, and like chipping away at that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be all at once.
Yeah.
Like for me, I want to be more present with my kids. So I'm going to be saying no and not putting pressure on myself to be obligated to do things.
I noticed that when you've been with your kids, like especially this week, like you spent a lot less time on social media.
Yeah. But I was actually thinking about that this morning. Like, I was like, holy shit, I haven't gotten in my stories. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here for me. I'm not here for everyone else. I'm not like a fucking parrot in a cage.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are just so many things that are much more important than putting money into your bank or showing up to please everyone. And I don't want to get into that space at all.
Yeah.
You know, I think as far as my social media goes, like I started off being of service to people, like telling people how they can be healthier, like what can they do, like giving them holistic remedies. And I've kind of backed off of that the last couple of years. So I want to get back into that. So business goals, like that's something that I want to do. And I think, you know, unless I need to write these things down because they're in my brain.
Well, that's recorded.
I know. So it's in the
recorded
in the Spotify verse
Yes.
forever.
100%.
But I want my 2023 was pretty good. I want my 2024 to be more about family, to be more about making memories.
Yeah. I love that.
And making sure that my kids are happy and healthy and safe. That's really what I want.
That's nice.
As the world is a dumpster fire, yet we tend to forget about that. And we're going into an election year, which
we don't know what's going to happen. That's like very scary because if you remember the last election year that we were going into, we were all really having a good time at this time. And that changed like 3 weeks later.
Drastically.
Yeah.
And I think too, like
we didn't even have a month. I think it was like January, like 18th or somewhere like around there. Right.
Yeah.
So right around when this is going to be airing, which is so surreal. I have chills actually.
I know, I do too. And it's freezing in here, but I did get chills. I remember I hate election years because I feel like it just gets so combative.
The angst.
And so I'm not gonna dive in. Like I have so many thoughts running through my head right now. Like Vivek, I can't fucking stand him, but we're not going to get into the whole political thing. I really want people to wake the fuck up. And I want people to not look at words, but be able to read energy and,
read between
you know,
the lines.
like if someone feels like they're saying everything that's like good and polished and they're quick with their comebacks, like we have to start questioning things.
Yeah. I mean, like Carissa says, to get curious, I think is a good
way. It's never a bad thing to ask questions.
Never. No.
I've always been very interested in trying to understand people on a mental level, not a surface level. So
hence no small talk.
Yeah.
Straight to fucking aliens and flat earth.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Which we still need to talk about the whole flat earth thing.
We do need to do that.
So we'll have to get Justin back.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We don't have topics. We have fucking topics.
We have so many. We have a list in our shared notes on our iPhone of like topics we want to talk about. So New Year's resolution, update the topics
list.
And execute. I feel like this whole movement has died down, but I still want to talk about it, and it's such a touchy subject, so that's why we haven't.
What?
The transgender movement.
Oh, we haven't talked.
And like there's nothing wrong.
I feel like it's a good time to talk about it because things are calm.
All is well
in the world of trans, and like the water is like
not as murky.
Yeah. Might be a good time.
I think we're seeing a lot of research coming out from people that are transitioning that is not so great, which is sad, but
but that's like what happens with everything, right?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna find out the good, the bad, the ugly, the good. Like I said good twice.
Yeah, well, emphasis on the good.
Emphasis on the good. There you go.
But that's part of the problem. I wish our society could just make a New Year's resolution just to be like honest with themselves.
Let's all just hold hands and like have a moment for humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's just be honest. Like, you don't have to bandwagon. You don't have to jump on something. You don't have to argue or fight. Like, we're humans. We're human beings. I want humanity back for our world. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want it back for our kids.
Yeah.
I look at our kids and I'm like, they're so innocent. And like, as a parent, the level of uncertainty as we experience many New Years and many, many years to come, it's like, It's not predictable.
No.
And you don't know what's going to happen.
It's so true. I mean, even with just right now, what's going on in my life is very scary for me.
Yeah.
And it just makes me want to be, you know, more gentle and softer.
Yeah, but when you fucking talk to me when I'm on the phone, like, get the fuck out of it. I was just like saying this to Andrew because I was talking to him, and then Madison's sitting right next to me, watching something on TV, camp, whatever, and I was talking to him, and she's like gets up off the couch and starts dancing in front of me, and she's like, mom. I'm like, Madison, give me 2 fucking seconds every time I'm on and I snap at her, and I feel so bad, but I'm like. And he goes, what is it with her every time you're on the phone? I was like, I just had this conversation with Jen.
We're
because
always having this conversation. That's on our behavior chart, by the way. Like not interrupting others when you're on the phone, and nobody can do it. It's
called impulse control.
Nobody can fucking do it. It's too hard.
So the kids' New Year's resolution should be,
but to be honest,
not to interrupt.
But my husband interrupts also. He cannot ever hold a thought either. So I'm just like,
but he does it physically. He's like, hey,
exactly,
he'll grab you.
So I try, like, if he does that at home, like when I'm talking to one of the kids, I'm like, straight up, like, are you fucking retarded? Like, we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, wait,
hold it. Like,
hold it.
I think that's a form of anxiety.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely is, like, and I see it in
and
Madison.
ADD.
Like, it's like burning. And she's like, she's just got to get it out. I'm like, you're not going to explode.
Do you think that it's equal parts ADD to anxiety?
Yeah,
maybe
it definitely is.
Some kind of potion. Could be purple, it could be pink, depending on how you mix it.
It could be
drink.
oval, it could be circle. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm
grateful. That's my reflection of the year. I'm grateful.
I'm grateful too. I'm grateful for a lot of things. And I know 2024 is just going to be, and this is the other thing that people do, it's going to be such a, what is the word? Abundant year.
Oh,
my word of the year is abundance.
Guys.
Can we stop using abundance?
Overuse of the word abundance
or joy.
This should be like a drinking word. It's like definitely a trigger word for like the next 3 weeks.
We should make some merch with like, we're canceling the word abundance.
No, we should just mock it.
Yeah.
It should be like abundantly insane or
abundantly high.
Yeah.
Abundantly ADD. we carry abundance in attention deficit
anxiety,
disorder.
Yeah. Abundantly stocked in Xanax.
Abundantly locked in this
I'm not.
office.
I'm actually not, and I need to be.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw that out there.
I just need abundance of sleep.
My sleep is pretty good, with the exception of the last couple of weeks. That sucks because it's just one of those things, you know, when things are like going really well, and then like something has to like, then like the dagger. Here comes the dagger.
Can we talk
like
about the elf?
I've been sleeping well since time change. Remember, we were like, oh my God, I love it here. I know that maybe you haven't been having the best
I love the
experience around
time
that.
change, and then something flipped in me.
But that like led me into like, I was sleeping like well a couple of weeks before that, and then I was like sleeping really well after that. I was on like a really good circadian rhythm. Like everything was like going really well, and then
that REM sleep gotcha.
Explosives.
Wow.
Can't fucking move my neck.
That's how I was yesterday, and I made Andrew break out the massage table. I was like, rub my body.
That's why I was in bed yesterday morning. I was like, I was dropping my kids off at school and couldn't wait to get home to my heating pad. I was like, I need the heating pad. I put on the cart, like the seat heat. I was like trying to like lean backwards.
Thank God for that.
Right?
You're like, you don't realize like the older you get, the easier your like neck goes out or your back.
Yeah.
Like I could sneeze the wrong way, pee myself.
I stretch the wrong way. I've definitely locked like my lower back.
Yep.
Stretching inappropriately.
Well, you're going to be 40 in like 2 weeks.
I know.
A week.
If I'm lucky.
Yeah, you will. And do you have any
I don't
like
believe in luck. I was just saying that.
Do you have any like thoughts on being 40?
I'm excited to be 40 because it means that
40
I'm closer
in
to my facelift.
Closer to my face. My ponytail lift. We're just starting with a ponytail lift.
I'm into lower face.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like it snatches your neck. It's like, I know we talked to.
I don't feel like I feel like facelift is for loose skin, and you don't have.
I do. I have loose skin in here. Definitely like tech neck.
What's tech neck?
Tech neck is from looking down at your phone.
I thought that was back here on your like
it's
C-spine.
also here in your little chicken skin. Yeah.
Do
Or
that,
like you have
the
to like
jaw.
do like
But
a
that
hard
hurts my
underbite.
shoulder.
Yeah, see, you almost pulled your shoulder
I
out.
know.
Fucking trying to tighten the skin on your neck.
I literally think I just did. Do you ever go to look at and then,
Yes.
you feel that
You
burning,
get whiplash.
and you're like,
I'm pretty sure that's what
I don't even want to breathe. I'm like, and then everything that happens in your body, I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Or do you ever try to do everything from the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
arm does not fucking go that way.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make it happen anyway. And
That's why you need your collagen.
Yes. Yes.
Which I did not take this morning.
I
'cause was
actually
in
haven't
such a
been
rush.
consistent in a year, and my joint pain in my right knee is coming back.
Oh, well, you might want to get on that.
I know.
Tin
Just,
Man. Meh.
meh. I take so many fucking supplements.
I know,
I'm just
so do I.
I'm just like, dude.
You just need to get on the methylated minerals. And then they said, we take so many vitamins that it's not
I mean,
so
I
necessary.
actually don't. I don't take anything anymore. I'm in
Do you want to hear what I take?
I'm in phase 4 of my parasite cleanse.
I would need to redo
I'm
that.
on 8 in the morning. Penelope counted my count. She was like, Mom, you're going to take 8 vitamins right now? And I was like, yeah, dude.
Yes, and I'm going to
Fuck
swallow them
yeah.
in one gulp because I'm a
Fuck
gangster.
yeah. No, I'm not. You do that.
I swallow.
That's you.
I
That's
swallow.
you. Hard swallow.
Pills.
Yeah.
So I do all
I
liquid
swallow
vitamins
outside of pills,
except
just
for
the
my
record.
probiotic and my digestive enzymes, and then when I'm on the parasite cleanse, which I decided I'm going to do after Christmas because I don't want to eat.
Is that your resolution?
It's my goal. Yes.
Surprise!
To eliminate my liver flukes and butthole worms.
True story.
How's your butthole?
Fine.
Good.
Yeah.
It's
was
working.
Yeah. It was 3 days of not fun, but it's okay now.
So
It's okay.
It's okay. I actually just ordered a new parasite cleanse tincture that I'm gonna do with the Cellcore, which I love Cellcore. Cellcore?
Yeah.
From Dr. Studio, Boca.
I'll be there on Thursday.
Join Jen for a
Join me for a meet and greet.
her fucking weekly D.
I actually, another topic, saying it here, hold me accountable. I want to get Dr. Roy on.
Oh,
She's been doing podcast episodes on her own.
Maybe we
Instagram.
can go to her so we don't have to do it. We're trying to figure out the Zoom thing.
Well,
it's just not
no,
working.
she would definitely be able to do. We could do it there, but I don't know. She's been talking a lot. I think it's because they're expanding their practice and stuff. So I would love to have her on here.
Yeah, we'd talk about metabolic shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically,
that would be really good.
I would love to reiterate and shorten the Gary Brecka stuff. And how it comes down to that one test and why she got into that test.
I need her to. That's one thing that I want to treat myself. So I'm not making a resolution. I'm treating myself. I'm treating myself
I like
to
that.
a,
I like the
a
sound
genome
of that.
test.
Merch. Treat yourself
Treat yourself bitch.
abundantly.
Abundantly.
Treat yourself abundantly. Brooke, I don't think you have a problem there.
I don't, but I'm also just booked my wedding venue, and I'm
are you gonna budget yourself?
gonna be broke.
I know.
I need to pipe and plate the whole room. We got to put drapes everywhere. I have to go put a deposit down after this.
What's the date?
1/25/25. Mother sucker. I'm it just worked out that way.
It's so crazy that's not that's a year from now.
A year.
That's a year from now.
I know. And that's why I've been engaged since May.
There's gonna be a new president.
Yeah.
A new sitting president that will
Hopefully
be inaugurated
it's the right one.
before your wedding. Hopefully it's the right one and he can make an appearance.
I
Maybe
mean,
he'll be here.
He'll be right down the street. Why not? He's my daddy.
He will definitely be here in January.
Oh, after party.
Mar-a-Lago.
There you go. We can have an after wedding party. I'm gonna request that. Be like, hey, daddy, please. But what was I saying? Squirrel. I'm gonna treat myself to. I want the genome swab. It's just a little swab in the mouth.
Yeah.
And then I want
that for my kids. I actually want to get. That's what I want. I want that test for my kids.
Yeah. To find out if they have the motherfucker gene.
I mean, everyone has it. It's just
what your mutation is.
Yeah.
The MTHFR.
Yeah, and mine's mutated, but not like crazy. Like my methylation is actually really good for my body, which is why I know that my implants are what's making me sick, because I can detox really, really quickly.
So
and
let me
then,
ask
like,
you, is that going to be a resolution for you to get them out? Are you
oh,
ready to bite that bullet?
That's a good 40-year-old
to bite that gummy bear bullet?
Yeah.
Set a date. Actually
Schedule a date. Yeah.
I think
it should be.
I think that's good. I think there's anytime you have like want to better yourself and get healthy, like go for it.
Yeah, that's and like honestly, like I've done so much this year that I'm grateful for it, that this is like really like my next level up. Right?
Well, that was
like,
a part of your journey. You needed to process of elimination, and that doesn't happen overnight. And if anyone, like I see so many people reach out to me on Facebook.
I also got to learn so much about
the
health,
process,
like, and cellular health, and like it's crazy the stuff that I know now that I didn't know a year ago, just from being a patient there, you know, and like really like getting curious.
Well,
like
that's
you just
the part
said,
of the
like
problem.
asking questions, like, and really finding out answers, and like, you know, not like denying things. Like I could have said like, well, it's not red wine, like, but like I also know now that that's like not good for me. You know, I know the things that aren't good for me, and I can make a choice, educated, like on what I want to do.
I think, you know, we all know gut health is massively imperative to your overall health and wellness and the way that your whole entire body functions. But we can all take a probiotic and we can all take digestive enzymes. But if your body's not breaking down those certain nutrients and methylating it, then you don't know that without a test. And most doctors don't go down that route
because they don't recommend anything that's not paid for through insurance, right?
Or paid for from the pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
a self-pay.
I think if, like I said, I have had a lot of people message me throughout the years on Facebook and Instagram with chronic illness.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I have this one lady that just messages me all the time. And she's just like, oh, I have mold poisoning, or I have, you know, heavy metals. Like we all do, but there's a reason why it's affecting your body.
In particular.
Like, have you done a proper parasite cleanse? And, you know, where we were 7 years ago with some of the supplements, now everyone sells a parasite cleanse. So now you really don't know what the fuck you're getting.
It's true.
Even with the vitamins, like
you also,
most vitamins
like,
are sugar.
Instagram is not your doctor either. Like, and so like somebody
or
like
pharmacy.
So somebody like that who is like, well, I have this and I have that, like diagnosed by whom? Like yourself, because you just saw that on your algorithm a couple of times, and like now that's infiltrated your brain. Because I'm not gonna lie, that happens you know that I do that all the time. So like you can really make any kind of narrative fit, so people like that should be careful.
It's a constant state of complaint. And then what I find is these people start to identify with their problems. And I think that's maybe something that someone can go into the new year not identifying with their problems. Like you have something wrong with you, or you're trying to conceive. I know a lot of women.
Or if you know somebody, just speaking from personal experience and advice right now.
As a friend and as a mom.
As a friend, a mom, and a wife. If you know somebody who struggles with like some kind of chronic health issue, try to see them as their best self, like as like the healed version of them and not as the sick version of them. And it's miraculous like how that can impact the way that they see themselves and the way that they move forward in their own journey to actually not identify with that disease or ailment or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that's so important because it does become all consuming. When you're not healthy, it will eat you alive mentally, physically,
you were like that
spiritually.
Just now, like with your shingles. Like it was so hard for you not to be.
I was so depressed. Yeah. And then I had to have my moment.
I mean, I had my moments this year, I guess, like with my skin, like over and over again, because like it has been a process, right? Yeah. So like we understand.
It's okay. It's okay to allow yourself to like be in those unhappy moments, but you have to ask yourself, what's the lesson in this? How can I do better? What can I do to get myself going again? You know, every Sunday when my kids get swapped off, you know, I like literally get so depressed, and then I get mad at myself. I'm like, why? Like, I know this is happening. Like, and then I'm like, I want to call them right away. And then I'm saying, no, don't do that. But then this Sunday, I was like, you know, no. I called Marley. I was like, hey, just want to let you know I miss you. And she's like, I love you.
Aww.
Like, it was fine. But you know, there comes a point where it's like you have to let go with these things because they're safe.
Yeah.
Even though they don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I know, like I know I talk about my divorce so much, but like I'm divorced. I'm a single mom. I'm, you know, doing everything instead of like making that a bad thing. Like I'm fucking proud of myself.
Yeah, like
Never in my life
empowered, like kind of tone to it.
did I ever expect to be in this position, but like I've fucking done it. I've been doing it for 2 years, and now I'm just so excited to get married and to move in with my fiance, merge our families, and I'm so thankful to have met a man that is willing to put up with my crazy.
Yeah.
And who is actually like, we get along so well. And then there's a part of that that's like when you experience trauma or you've gone through things that are like, you know, imprint on your brain. It's like, all right, when is it going to fuck up? You know, like even when you're chronically sick, it's like you have a good day and then you're like, well, something bad's going to happen. You just can't even get into that space. So like same thing with the resolutions. You make a resolution and you don't, you know, you spend too much or you miss the gym. Yeah. Like, okay, cool. Do better tomorrow.
Yeah. It doesn't have to mean anything. Or it doesn't have to mean all that much.
Yeah.
You know?
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Oh my God, that song came on the radio the other day. Madison's like, Mom, this is my favorite song.
She's like, that's my fucking jam.
And I was like, dude, like this song never comes on the radio. She's like, oh, we were going to Target. She's like, no, I got to get out it. I can't hear my favorite song. I was like, that Lizzo was your favorite song.
How could you do that to her?
No, we stayed in the car and she's saying she was doing her Christmas shopping for everyone.
So cute.
And she, we were walking down the aisles and she looks over at like this display of mugs. And she picks out this mug. She goes, this is what I'm going to get Andrew. It says world's best dad. She goes, it's going to make him cry.
So sweet.
And she got my mom some like really weird pajamas. So
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
and then she's like, this is what I'm getting you. I was like, you don't have to get me anything. She goes, oh, but I do. But just act surprised. I was like,
what is
we'll
it?
do. It's a mug. I don't know. So trying to teach my kids the art of giving because I want them to develop into people who want to give back and not want to be creators and not consumers, as you say, givers, not takers. So
yeah, I love it.
It's not financially the smartest thing to do because my wallet's like burning, but
it's like when Ari gives out like our fucking lime waters and George has like a heart attack.
You're like, not the Essentia.
He's like,
he's like,
no. He's like, don't. He's like, I was like, he never wants to do anything nice for anybody. Like he's the most selfish child like on the planet.
I think he's so
I
sweet.
I joke. But like he loves getting like snacks and waters for all his friends outside. So he'll like leave with like a case of like Whole Foods like sparkling water for everybody.
And you're like, that was like $32.99.
Well, it's also like, you know, you have to have, I have like this reserve of snacks that are like for the kids that like don't want organic snacks.
Or that you don't want to give organic snacks to.
Well, it's like if they don't like them anyway. Let's be honest. They're like,
organic gummies, how dare you?
Nobody ever wants my snacks.
And are they really organic? Like that's the other question, but like still.
Well, I mean, they're not Doritos and Cheetos with like dyes and stuff in them.
Do you know what's in my pantry?
I have a box of those in my laundry room for when like
baseball. Yeah. I think that's smart. Well, if I had that in my house, my kids would eat that. Like I buy the Costco size.
I ate a bag of Cheetos the other day when I was like changing laundry, like, and I closed the fucking door and I was like, like a crackhead,
guzzling it down. So I did that the other day because I had to buy a box for the classroom for a party of chips. So I bought the variety pack and I was like, fucking Cheetos. And I ate them and it was so good, but like halfway through I was like, I just felt so gross, but I continued to finish and then I ate another pack.
Yeah,
because it's
fingers?
Yeah, of course. But it's like a drug. Like that first high, that initial taste is like so good, and then you're just trying to recreate that experience and it never happens.
It's funny that you say that because I opened the bag, I like took one and I like thought I was gonna walk away from it. No, I went back. I closed that.
That's like
door,
Oreos for me. I will eat a whole thing of Oreos, like
I haven't
until
had
I'm
a real
sick.
Oreo in a really long, years and years and years.
I like the thin ones because I don't like all the cream in the middle.
Me too.
That's why I love you.
Me too.
Oh my gosh,
we would buy the same Oreos for our pantry.
Yeah, and then my kids get mad. They're like, "You didn't get double stuffed." I don't buy Oreos. What I get on a weekly basis are yogurt probiotic gummies. So they're like little strawberry gummies. They're organic with yogurt. So it's like yogurt covered strawberries, but they have probiotics in them for some reason. I'm like, whatever. Seaweed.
Yeah.
Pirate's booty, which is probably not, it's not the worst thing, but it's not the best. I get sun chips.
Yeah, we always have
Again.
Pirate's booty.
I get meat sticks, like the grass-fed meat sticks. They get the protein bars, the peanut butter ones that go in the fridge that you introduced me to, which Marley and Maddie Maddie eats it. She's like, there's chocolate chips in these. I was like, yeah, bitch, eat it.
I like them because you could take them to go, like in the
and
morning.
They're really full.
Because like the kids don't like, I don't know.
My kids don't
sit down and eat like a real breakfast. Like my kids maybe will have waffles, but then I like to get something healthy in them. Like, so like take a yogurt stick with you or a protein bar, just like something.
Yeah. So that's basically my kids' snack pantry. And then I do like these simple bite cookie things, but only Marley likes those, so I stopped buying those. But that's like my pantry. And like I told Andrew, I was like, when we move in together, like this fucking like what's the Yoplait with the rabbit with like the tri-colored yogurt. Yeah. Avers was eating that the other night, and his mom was like, yeah, he can. I love that he's eating yogurt. I'm like, he's having red dye and blue dye and all this high fructose corn syrup.
Flavors of fruit in that.
No, it is all dye.
It's
and
all
sugar.
artificial
like you
flavoring.
might as well like take cotton candy and melt it down with milk, which he should not be getting milk. Like he doesn't need milk. My yogurt, I do the.
So glad my kids like don't drink milk. Ugh. But I guess that's like habitual,
he had a milk
right?
bottle when I first met him, and I told Andrew. I was like, do you know how
your face?
I just like burped.
Face.
Like I literally puked in my mouth a little.
Fucking hate it.
Like first of all, you're rotting his tea.
But like not like I've never ever.
I don't have milk in my house unless it's the holidays and I have to bake or cook with it.
I keep it because I put a drop in my espresso in the morning.
You should try the milk.
I have milk.
Yeah,
I just like
it's just not as creamy. Yeah,
I need the regular milk. It's
they
like
make
literally
a milk
my
creamer.
espresso is my. Like this is the size of an espresso cup, so you can imagine how much milk goes in there. Like it's like
a little dollop.
I have to dump milk because I think it's gross to keep it open for that long.
Yeah,
because that's how long it would last in my house.
I've never
so like
liked
I always
milk.
have a full container and then I replace at like a half.
Yeah, I know. I never like.
It's like one of the only things I actually don't. It's not my goal to run through before I grocery shop. Like, do you ever play games with yourself, like with your groceries?
I
like,
try
if you
not
can
to go down the
empty
aisles.
like if you can empty out everything that you bought, like you use, like you don't throw out produce. Like,
yeah,
I love playing that game.
Yeah, I clean my fridge out pretty much every Monday.
Yeah.
The only thing that I hate having to go through is the condiments, like the sauces, because I just like, no, I forgot I was wearing eyeliner. I just scratched my eye.
Can people that make those like make smaller sizes for normal people? Like, first of all, we don't want that in our refrigerator.
Well, it would be smart for businesses because it's a more consumable product.
Yeah.
If it's smaller, we would buy it more often.
Yeah,
but like,
I'll pay
I
the
don't
same
need.
Price.
And then this is a thing, like
I'll pay the same price. I just want it to be smaller.
Yeah, I don't cook with soy. Like I don't do soy sauce. I do coconut aminos, which taste like soy. But it's all soy free. And so like I'll be like jotting down my recipes of the week. I try to plan out every Sunday, which I love doing. And then I'm like at the grocery store, I'm like, oh shit, I don't remember if I've cooked. I have like 7 fucking bottles of coconut aminos in my pantry. And then they sit there and they collect dust. So I need to consolidate. Maybe that's a good New Year's thing, is to purge, go through everything in your home, start the new year fresh.
Oh, guys, reach out to all those organizers on Instagram.
Let's put them into business instead of the gyms.
Yeah,
you can work out from home.
They're about to blow up. It's like their season. They're fucking gearing up for like their busy season.
So like, fun fact, my 10-year-old she's gonna be the next Marie Kondo. Like, she is such an amazing organizer. She's like, mommy, can I reorganize the Tupperware? I'm like, girl, go for it. Yeah, she'll like organize my makeup. I love it. I'm like, I see a skill set in my child that is gonna be productive for her.
Amazing.
She's so cute. But I'm just like, I have all these things and sauces, and so I'm moving in with Andrew February, like at the beginning of February, end of January. I'm just gonna do it week by week at the end, in the middle of January.
It's a slow burn,
but like he has a full house full of stuff, so it's like,
well, you want to replace a lot of his stuff anyway, so maybe you should start throwing out his shit.
Well, his mom's got to get her stuff out of there because I don't want to like get rid of any of her stuff, and she's gonna need stuff too. But
do you have Old Bay?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. I like saw it. I was doing my grocery shopping and I saw it like come up. And
it's
I was
a
like,
seafood season.
I know what it is, but like it's just not something I ever like considered to like have.
Old Bay. I have like
It's
two.
like Old Bay is Old Bay. Like there's nothing like it.
Yeah, you want to fucking have a shrimp boil? That shit's on. Oh, you weren't here for Tristan's birthday party that I had for him. I had a whole shrimp and crab boil. It was a birthday party. It was
That's so cool.
so good. Well, his birthday's in the dead of ass heat of June, like the last day of June. So, but it was like perfect.
That's so cool.
And we use a shit ton of Old Bay.
I love Old Bay.
I know. It's so, I feel like it's such an underrated
I love when
spice.
it's such an underrated when people do like Old Bay fries anywhere. Sign me up.
Is that how they season the fries?
Fuck yeah! You never had Old Bay fries?
Oh my God, a light bulb just went off. That's exactly what that is.
You're like this whole time.
I mean, what, like, I love a good, nice, like, fancy miso cod with like a beurre blanc, mashed, whatever. Like, beurre blanc. But like, what happened to having like a nice piece of fish with some Old Bay on it?
Some licking fingers.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. I'm salivating. Yeah, Old Bay. Well, and you know, a lot of the recipes for Thanksgiving call for like, if you're making like my mac and cheese, put in a bay leaf. I'm like, I can't even fucking taste this bay leaf. Why am I putting it in here and trying to fish it out?
I feel like bay leaf is like such an overrated spice.
Yeah, it's like a fucking crusty leaf.
Yeah, it's like fucking dead leaves.
Fucking crusty leaf.
That crusty leaf.
I can't wait to just show Andrew all the fucking food things I'm throwing out in his house, because he has like gummies.
You should do a live on your holistic housewife.
Oh, I will. You will watch the meltdown of Andrew Steele. He hates throwing food out. Like, even if we have like food, he's like, take it to go.
My husband takes everything to go. Motherfucker never heats anything up. Hates leftovers. He hates leftovers.
Yeah, my ex was like that. Now I don't eat leftovers.
Fun fact, leftovers actually grow like sulfites. So
don't eat them.
Don't eat them. They're not good for
Andrew.
you anyway.
Fucking Andrew, you hear that? Hope you're listening to this while you're at the gym doing your weird gym moves.
Your sit-ups.
I'm gonna
your Pilates. Andrew in his Pilates class.
He would join a Pilates class just to watch women bend over. I'm just kidding. He's not a creep. He's a man though.
To a healthy degree.
But yeah, even like his cleaning products, I'm just like spraying down with like Clorox without the bleach, which I didn't know they made. That's how,
like, it fucking matters.
That's how much I haven't used like store bought shit. I didn't know they made Clorox cleanup without the bleach. I mean, I have bleach in my house. I got it when I moved because I had to pour it into the drains.
I don't fuck around with toilets. Like,
I use hydrogen peroxide.
I have a husband with Crohn's and like 2 toddlers.
Yeah.
Like, we don't mess with toilets.
Yeah, no, I use hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, and then I have my Thieves.
What
which
about your scrub?
Everything.
Like,
to scrub, baking soda and citric acid. I have it in like, my mailman must think I'm like have a meth lab because there's like buckets of citric acid
or like your
and
bodies.
Yeah,
Can you, like, decompose bodies like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to Google that.
Why?
I was like, I'll Google it. And then,
why are you like wanted to?
But no, like if
you
you put it in your bathtub and you put the baking soda in, and then like you wet the bathtub, and then you throw the citric acid on, you can hear it like literally sizzle. And it's so sad. And I do it inside the toilets, and then I do it with peroxide, and
then you just add an oil for scent.
No, I don't do anything, but I have like my Thieves household cleaner, which is like all natural. It's like essential oil based, which comes from a company called Young Living, but I don't really, we were having it tested. It's not that great. So I just add peroxide to it. But you'd be amazed how well peroxide kills. The thing with bleach is it actually creates mold spores. Like it allows them to like, I don't know. It's like some weird thing I was reading. But I did start buying bleach again. I hadn't bought bleach for like 10 years.
I have to have the spray because like my dogs pee like also.
I'll pour it down the drains.
Yeah.
Like I get it in the drains. And then I let my cleaning lady, when she comes once a week, I'm like, clean with whatever you want, like bleach everything.
Yeah.
So at least it's getting in there. But
balance.
Yeah. All the cleaning supplies, like, let's just be healthier.
Yeah.
So we can be happier.
It'd be cool if our government helped to do that.
Yeah. Why isn't there a WIC program for like organic stuff?
I know. Well, actually there is some stuff I think that's included. Well, is WIC like EBT?
WIC is
I think that's what
it's
it
like
says on
for
Whole
women
Foods.
who have had babies.
Oh, yeah.
They get diapers and formula and I tried to apply for it when I had Tristan because we were so poor. And they told me basically I was the wrong skin color. She goes, oh, honey, I'm just going to tell you this right now. Don't waste your time. You're the wrong skin color. I was like, how is that not racist?
Mind blowing.
That's another topic we can talk about, but we'll probably get canceled even more. We love everyone, and that we just want everyone to be happy and healthy and not be too hard on themselves. We want 2024, speaking for myself, not Jen, to be a year of success for people.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm not going to speak for you. I know you'll probably agree. I just want people to just fucking be normal.
Yeah.
Stop being so closed-minded. Stop being so triggered. Stop being so angry and just be, you know?
Yeah. Bend a little.
Or a lot. And if you can't bend, then take your collagen.
Put the B in bend.
There you go. Be abundantly bendy. On that note.
Bye, guys. Peace out.